Oh, I got one today too, Jason.
It just keeps rolling every week. Every week we're going to get more.
I love it. Jason Boyett in with us today to talk about his 100th episode. I feel like we should have streamers, balloons, some sort of confetti cannon. I'm sorry, I wasn't prepared.
That's okay. I'll do it myself when I get home. Yes, 100 episodes.
Can you believe that? That's exciting.
I can't. I mean, it's one of those milestones that really doesn't mean anything. It's just a round number.
It does mean something, though.
Well, it means that I've done this for almost 2 years, you know, week by week. And that, I mean, that consistency was part of my goal. I didn't know how long I would do it, but I knew I wanted to hit every week. And I've done it so far.
That's awesome. Congratulations to you. So you have 2 guests on your show this week.
I do. So, you know, when a sitcom gets to its 100th episode, it does like a clip show or something like that. And I thought about maybe doing that, but decided not to. So I did a supersized crossover episode. So I've got 2 guests.
People love a crossover.
Yeah, I know. I've got 2 guests, and one of them also has a podcast. So it was a nice sort of change. So my first guest is Angelina Marie, who has been editing the show for about the past 6 months, crucial to the production process for me, because getting out of that editing freed me up to do the things, you know, on mic that I needed to be able to do. And so she hears everything before anybody else hears it.
She has a particular insight to your vulnerabilities, I think,
well,
too.
She hears when I mess up, when I'm recording. She hears when my guest says something and says, ooh, let's not put that on there. Strike that from the conversation. So, yeah, she's got like a more, here's the vulnerabilities, I guess, of the show, which I guess makes her pretty special in the process.
I would also like to say that she said that you've never cussed on mic. So, well done, sir. Congratulations.
I keep it clean. I've got a real even keel. But she does a great job. One of the things I wanted was that the show sounded professional, not like just some guy sitting in his garage doing it, which is pretty much what it is, but I wanted to fool people into making it sound like a really professionally done project, and she helps with that immensely.
That's awesome.
So I talked to her for about 20 minutes, and then I talked to a guy named Dexter Kearley. Now, Dexter also has an Amarillo podcast called Panhandle Primate. I've appeared on his show. He had never been on my show. So for this 100th episode, I wanted to sort of, you know, cross streams and talk to him. He's a firefighter, so we talk a lot about what that's like. We talk about his process, why he started the podcast, how ours are different. And so it's a good sort of insider look into 2 different people doing a similar thing, but with really different styles, I think.
I think that's really cool, and it also illustrates the fact that there's space for everyone to be successful in sort of this podcast world.
There is, and you know, since both of us have started, there have been other podcasts cropping up, and I hear from people all the time saying, I think I want to start my own. What do I do? You know, and I believe that's great. I think the more people we have doing it, the more we're going to start conversations to talk about things that we're passionate about. I think it's good for the city.
And I'll be totally honest with you. I had a 20-minute conversation with my mom today explaining to her what a podcast was. So I think there's still some opportunity for growth, you know, in all sorts of generations.
It's a growing market. Yeah, even, you know, 10 years into podcasting, people are still discovering it.
I just can't quite wrap my head around this podcast thing, Megan. But I mean, for people who are sort of still, you know, I'm not quite sure about it, it's just a great way to get your message out, to hear stories, to talk with people on your own time.
Here's how I describe it. What Netflix is for TV, where you can watch a show whenever you want to watch it, that's what podcasts are for radio. So it's like a radio show, but you don't have to wait for it to come on while you're driving to work. You can listen to it at any time while you're doing something else. That's why people love it.
I like it too. I really love it. And congratulations to you, dude. That's really awesome. We're really proud of you. And thanks for sharing every week. We love having you in the studio, obviously. John really enjoys you.
Well, and I like to see John every Thursday.
I mean, I don't know about me, but definitely John. He's definitely a draw.
He's a very, very good friend at this point.
Jason Boyett, thank you. Stick around, everybody. On the show today, it is